So good evening, everybody. All right. So welcome. I know Wanda was supposed to be the host for this evening, but she's got some extra audio going on over there, so I will just kick us off. So thank you all for being here this evening. I want to share some things that are going on, and just thank you for taking the time to be here. All right, so we're going to open up with prayer. So Tasha, if you would.
Yes, amen. Well, I am excited just to be here again, like I'm in church, right? Be amongst the numbers. Okay, well, Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you now, God. We thank you for allowing us to come together in a meeting, God, a strong meeting, God, to help us to give us clarity, to give us guidance, to give us more understanding. Father God, we ask you now, God, just continue to allow the wisdom and your knowledge and your grace, God, just to come upon us, God, as we run our business, God, as we go forward and trying to reach the ranks that we are destined to be in. Father God, we thank you. We give you honor, we give you praise, and we give you glory for this opportunity, because Father, we realize this is an opportunity that you have allowed us to be in. And God, we thank you. We thank you for that we're changing lives and we're changing people. Are being changed as well. We're coming off the box. We're coming to be more than what you have seen us a couple of years ago. We are becoming more than what we have known even to even be. So God, we give you honor, we give you praise. We thank you for each and every one of us in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen. Fabulous. Fabulous. All right. Thank you so much, Tasha. Wonderful prayer. All right. So I believe everyone here on this call has been introduced to our, hello, who joined? Wanda twice. Okay. Has been introduced to our vision, mission, and culture. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but I just do want to make sure that when anyone comes on, I know this is posted on our Facebook page, so you'll have to do a search and pull it up. It was one of the original posts that was put on the Facebook page for G4G. But just to definitely share with our new people that join what the vision is, what the mission is, and what the culture is that we want to remain focused on within this group. I do know that out the gate there were some people that have joined and wanted to know about starting their own group and having their own name and pretty much doing things in that manner. And I have no problem with that whatsoever, but understanding, because I'm working towards unity for this group and making sure that we're uniform across the board, and making sure that we're all following one vision, one mission, one culture that is in alignment with Stormy Wellington as well as Total Life Changes. It would be very difficult to support something outside of that that I'm not aware of on a daily basis. So if anyone ever wants to just branch off and do their own thing, I would be, the number one cheerleader for them, absolutely wanting to do that, but also knowing that the way that we're operating here is as one unit. Just as when we get ready to rank up, we want to be able to rally behind one another and support. But a spinoff at this point, I'm not going to discourage it, but at the same time, understanding that the time will be put towards those that are focused under this particular umbrella for G4G. So again, I absolutely do things for other groups within Total Life Changes. Spent time with Valencia Dantzler over the weekend and sharing some nuggets from our team with her, and sat right there and watched her implement it, and it worked. So now she's like, hey, wait a minute, I have like 50 more questions. So I'm just like, well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. But I am here, whenever you have a quick question and need some support from that aspect. So let's see, everybody mute if you're not speaking, and then that way we can eliminate the background. Ooh. Wanda, that's you. You're in here twice.
Okay.
Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay. So just make sure that, periodically go over the mission, vision, and culture. It always keeps me grounded and helps me to remain in alignment with the way things are for the entire group. So I won't spend a lot of time there. Recognition and accountability. I was approached by Dr. Kim, who is the retail queen. She actually picked my name. They had a form to fill out when we went for the Super Sunday in Raleigh, and I am actually on her list. So I was like, how appropriate. Anytime I can learn from, those that have done the doggone things, she's doing fantastic. So I watched her get pinned on her CEO jacket in New York this weekend. It was very, very nice, and everybody was so humble. And I'll get into some of the feedback from that. And I plan, I've already started documenting everything that I took notes on, the screenshots that I took. I'll put all of that in a document and share that with everybody. But anyway, recognition, accountability, so very important. I actually did think about possibly having just a 15 minutes of fame on, maybe first thing Monday morning, or we could do, Sunday afternoon, whatever works best for everybody, just so that we have that moment where each person shines. I know we throw everything in the chat and we say congratulations and we keep it moving. But what I noticed with Greg and Lanika Scott, everybody is so over the top excited about getting on that call and on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. To share all of their accomplishments. And it's amazing to sit on that call and hear the activity that each person has going on. Absolutely amazing. I was like, see, we got to get there. Nobody's talking about just doing one party a week. I mean, it's like massive activity, and it's across the board. Not one person that got up to the mic and said just one thing that they were doing. So that's one thing that we're going to have to kind of step it up on. I know everybody is tired. I'm exhausted too. But that push is nothing like that feeling once you've met your goal and you're able to see where the elevation is right around the bend. So it's just extremely important. And of course, the goal being for everybody on the team to walk across the stage when we go to Atlanta in July. So with that being said, Wanda, let me unmute you. And you can give recognition for everyone in the Virginia area. Oh, Lord.
Can you hear me?
Yes, let me keep that one muted. Why are you on the phone and on the computer?
I don't know. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just feeling really over the top these last 2 days. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Okay, can you hear me? Is there feedback?
I got the other one muted so we don't get the feedback.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. I am on the call and I am wide awake. Life is good. I apologize. Congratulations to Kyra. Yay, Kyra. Kyra, binary qualified. Yahoo, Yahoo. Welcome to Jonathan Ankrum. He's a new rep, and he's in the background. He's not on the call, but he's back there, and he will be working. He may or may not be in the chat or a whole lot back and forth, but he is working. And Miss Carolyn came back on the scene being binary qualified today. That was awesome.
Like, what in the world? I hadn't heard that name.
I know. I called her. I said, that is awesome. What are you doing? And she goes, nothing. I was like, what do you mean nothing? You're binary qualified. And she's like, okay, well, I did do this and that and that. And I was like, okay, well, that's why you're binary qualified. Yay.
Oh, my God.
And I have a newly found cousin on the West Coast who just started the Slim Kit, and she's extremely excited. So I'm looking forward to good things from that. She's kind of like a leader and a trailblazer in the whole new family thing, for those of you that know what I'm talking about. Okay. So we're looking for good things towards that. And I have another another customer in South Carolina. I haven't been able to get her picture yet, but she also got the Slim Kit. So her picture will be coming forward. So life is good in Richmond TLC land.
That is awesome. You remember that conversation like just a few days ago, and things turned around. Oh my God.
Look at God. Look at God.
Look at God. So it's just about patience and, hanging in there to know that there's something right, a bright sunshine right around the bend, darkest before dawn. So excellent. Fabulous.
Oh, wait, we also have activity planned for, you know what? I'll leave this to Kyra. Disregard. I'm done.
Okay, so Kyra's up now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to talk? Finish up the Richmond activity.
Okay. So what Richmond is doing, we had our meeting at Panera a couple of weeks ago, and we met a young lady there named Jonette Mead. She's going for her doctorate, and I thought she was there for our party, and she wasn't. But I started talking to her anyway, and we got a lot of information, a lot of good feedback from her. So I decided, let's do a women's meeting. We're going to talk about TLC, and we're also going to have her speak on just empowering women. Wanda, you said it was women of wealth, because wealth is more than just money. It's about having health, even finances, and also being happy. And so she's going to speak on that. But of course, we're talking TLC first. And I think it's going to be really, really great. I'm excited. A lot of people already are hearing about it, and I haven't had a chance to put a flyer out yet, and I'm getting texts about it. So I think it's going to be really big. We have a 95-seat conference room, and I'm trying to fill all those seats.
Wow, that is awesome.
Moving.
I love it. What did you say the date was for that?
It's April 13th at 6 p.m.
That's a powerful day. It's something about that date. I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that is awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. Oh my goodness. There's a couple of little pep talks just lit a fire. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. All right, so moving right on, Miss Yatoka.
I would like to recognize Miss Tasha for picking up the ball and rolling for me in my absence when I had to go visit my grandfather who's still in ICU. I thank you so much for, like I said, just picking up that ball and just going forward. Even if, you hadn't done it before, hosting a party, and I can't thank you enough for everybody. Kristen and Kirsten, who did a phenomenal job. I saw, the videos. It warmed my heart that the party kept going, even in my absence. And I'm very grateful for all of you for helping out Charmy. Thank you so much for everyone. Kirsten is doing really good as far as she had a couple of sales there I saw. Kudos to you. Miss Kristen, Miss RN doing her thing. So very, very, happy for all of my team members as well. That's it.
Fabulous.
Back to you, Ms. Beverly.
Thank you. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome work. I was very proud as well watching all of the videos. It's just an amazing job. And one of the things that was brought up in New York is at the CEO training that didn't end until after midnight from Saturday morning, Friday night into Saturday morning. But nobody was moving. They all were sitting there hungry for the information. And one of the things that was talked about is, training up the trainers. Spent a lot of time talking about that. And I know Toka and I have both, had conversations, and Wanda as well, about how to, pass the baton, because we're not going to always be available. And we kind of got thrown into that when we had some sickness going on a couple of weeks ago. And it worked out great. And it just was an eye-opening moment. Hey, everybody's here every week, and we need to give more opportunity for everybody to get in front of the room. So it just worked out great, and I could not be prouder as well, just to see that everything continued to go. So great job, team. I do want to recognize Miss Tasha Moore again for her ranking up run for this week. She is a stone's throw away from becoming a director, and I will be joined at the hip with her this week to assist her in meeting her goals, which is going to require constantly checking the back office and making sure that the orders are coming in, that they're processing correctly, showing up on the right leg, all of that wonderful stuff. One thing that's helping Tasha is the fact that she quickly became binary qualified as soon as she started, and she now has carryover that's helping her on one of her legs. So again, extremely important to stress how important it is to have to become binary qualified so that you can begin building your carryover. So anyway, that just, I'm very, very, very proud. And again, just knowing, what the goals are for going to Atlanta and getting everybody across the stage, we're all moving in the right direction. So hats off to you, Tasha. Keep pressing. Any questions that you have that maybe anybody could answer for you at this point as you make the run this week?
No, I am tired, but I am pushing. I'm pushing. Talking to a lady in Australia. I don't know where she at. It sounds like she's from, I don't know, but I'm talking to everybody, every color, every dog, every cat. I'm talking. How about that?
That's the way you do it. I called everybody. Like I said, my dining room became Grand Central Station. everybody was banned from that room. If I caught you in there, it was not a good thing. So my kids were like, Mom, can I come in? No, I'm gonna come out. Don't come in here. I got papers here. I got to contact this person, talk to that person. So yes, I get it. But in the end, when it's all said and done, and you've made that rank, and you know that it was your blood, sweat, and tears that got you there, it's the best feeling in the world, to have, put in the work and got yourself there with the help of your team that rallied behind you. So keep up the great work there. I also know that Yatoka is doing a great job in supporting team members in the background, and when I'm not available, which I'm not going to be all the time, I appreciate those that step in and answer the questions, or put something in the chat, and everybody's jumping right in to get the questions answered. I know everything that's going on with the back office right now is a real pain. I have my pain points too, and I'm tired of calling them, to be honest. I just want it to be right, everything to be right. So I got my surprise today to see, that home page come back that showed, your right and your left leg and where you are from a carryover perspective, because they had taken that away for a minute the last 3 times that I called customer service. So very happy to see that back. It's very important. And, not that I don't trust them. You can call and they tell you what your numbers are, but I'd rather see it for myself, and I don't want it changing. So, hats off to everyone that's been doing all of that effort. I saw Yatoka rocking it out this weekend with the retail. Good gracious of life. I mean, that was what I'm talking about. I was like, man, I'm going to fly back home and hang out with Yatoka. That's what I want to do.
Well, I will tell you that, they always say your family and your friends are the ones that support you last.
Right.
So that's what happened. They hadn't seen me in about a month, and they said, what are you doing? So I had my tea at the hospital. I said, I will be right back. And I passed out emu oil samples, and I have 2 others with arthritis. I had a uncle that came from Washington, D.C. He had gout. So I gave them the emu oil. They ended up buying the emu oil. I ended up selling out of all my tea. No more emu oil, no more instant tea. Then I had someone who said, are you in Danville? Because I need some instant tea. Met me at the hospital.
Oh, wow.
So I had everything already in my car. So it all worked out. And I try my best to stay organized and try to keep up with the inventory and see how much I have. But basically, it's because those were my family members that hadn't. Some of them have purchased from me, but some of them were waiting. So those will be the last ones that will typically support you.
Wow.
That team is Beverly.
Absolutely amazing. And how many times have we heard that? And there it was. It just proved itself to you. So,
yes, ma'am.
Awesome work. Just being be ye always ready. I say that all the time, and just making sure that you have products on hand, and whenever you run into somebody, you're always ready to share at that point in time. One thing that got me in making yourself a billboard, going through the airport, I had my ISOT lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Oh my God. I could barely get through the security check. The little guy that was standing there doing the security check, I'm like, man, aren't you supposed to be like paying attention and I'm not gonna blow up something? Why are you, he's asking me a million questions. So I'm trying to grab information to give to him. He's like, probably makes you stay in the bathroom all the time, huh? I was like, nope, it doesn't. It enhances your current schedule. Oh, really? So I bet it's expensive, huh? I was like, guy, come around. Talk to me on the other side, please. Take a break or something. It was killing me. I'm trying to take my shoes off. Oh, Lord. And then I went to Wendy's just to grab a quick sandwich before getting on the plane. And the girl came off of the grill. I don't even know how she saw me. She came off of the grill and came around. It's like, tell me more. So Miss Shamika and Renee at the airport got a sample, and they're like, oh my God, got their information. So they're ready to be, she's like, this ain't gonna be enough for me. I need some more of this. Okay, well, I'm gonna call you and we're gonna get you what you need. So wearing your shirts, being that walking billboard, my God, did all the difference in the world. I could barely even get on the plane. So it was good stuff. So again, everybody just keep pressing. I'm just super proud of everybody and how everybody's truly stepping up. But everything that I heard this weekend just made me know we still got more work to do. We got a lot more work to do. So but we're moving in the right direction. So that part is good. All right. Does anybody else have any recognition, any accountability updates? All right. Okay, so we've already said congratulations to Kyra and also Carolyn. And let's see. Can you guys see my screen? Am I sharing? I'm not sharing, am I? I am not. Y'all didn't say the word. Here we go. All right, so Kyra and Carolyn, Tasha, still pressing forward. I've been on the phone with her all day today, you know, checking the numbers. Where are we? You know, and understanding who the last resource is that came in on her team so that we can keep things balanced out and, you know, understanding what kind of activities she has going on. But, you know, it is done. The director banner is made, Tasha. It's made. So I'm waiting on you. That's all. So it'd be good if we can go and wrap this up tomorrow. Did you hear me, Tasha? Leave that baby alone, Tasha. You got that mama face going. But just want to say, keep pressing. Any questions at all, just don't hesitate to reach out. And, you know, the first thing I asked Tasha was, okay, your auto ship is on, right? Set it at 80, should be 120. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about here shortly. The 120 club, you know, the TLC thing is slick. I get what they're doing because I know all about that psychology stuff. But it's a good thing, you know. It's a really good thing. So she definitely has her 80 volume on for director and to be able to rank to director and working to move that to 120. So we just keep a check on everything and keep pressing forward. So if anybody else gets to a place where, you know, you feel like you're going to want to get binary qualified, I think at this stage it may be too late to start a run this late on a Monday. But hey, things that people have done it before, so I'm not gonna knock it. If that's something that you feel like is obtainable to get to the next level by then let's have a conversation and break the numbers down so that you'll know what needs to be done by 12 noon on Thursday. And we will celebrate during the Sip and See on Thursday evening, but we will not be scrambling at the Sip and See, you know, putting orders and stuff in unless it's absolutely necessary. Because I remember doing my run and it was almost down to the wire. So that's too much stress. Too much stress. You don't want to put yourself through that. All right, so that's it on ranking up. Now, I'm just going to quickly go through the announcements. Please just make sure that you check your back office every single day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. Make sure that everything is right. They're still working through some kinks with the back office. One of the things where, you know, I was ready to almost take somebody's head off at the event, but they're like, no, your auto ship didn't process in the month of March. I was like, lies, straight lies. That is not true. But what happened, and this may have happened to, because it wasn't just me, it was several other people, where the auto ship tried to process again on March the 23rd. It was some kind of glitch in the system, and then it just says returned with no explanation. So it looks like your auto ship didn't process, but my auto ship processes on the 11th of every month. So I was like, I don't know what that is. And it was a health kit. I was like, I didn't even place an order for a health kit. What y'all talking about? How did that happen? You know, so I'm ready to, So I got on the phone in line in New York with customer service, and then I put those girls on. I was like, no, stop what you're doing. You're going to handle this right now. So she took my cell phone like, okay, crazy woman in line. When she's like, well, God, you fought for it. You were right. So it's good when people stand up for themselves and let us know what's going on. It's like, absolutely. So just make sure that you keep a check so that nothing negative happens and you have to backpedal and try to get it squared away. So the New York trip, oh my goodness. First of all, I couldn't write fast enough. Tried to record everything, share other people that were sitting around me, that I saw them, you know, their arm hurting, trying to hold up their phone and write at the same time. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna share what I see her post. And so that kind of worked out really good. But what was so good was the CEO training, and it is different from the G1 training that has been provided with the diagram that looks like a softball field. But Stormy Wellington did a fantastic job on the CEO training. Main focus was, are you operating your business like a boss, or are you looking for your boss? You know, so everybody's like, well, okay. So she just kind of went through and talked about several things, like how there's always a standard with various companies. Take for instance, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is used a lot because of, you know, everything is absolutely, oh, my pleasure. You know, everything is just so happy and everybody's so kind, that the customer service is the bomb at Chick-fil-A. And then they also have particular rules that are in place if you want to be a franchise owner. I learned something new. I didn't know that you had to be married. You have to be a couple in order to purchase a Chick-fil-A franchise. I didn't know that. And so, but it's in alignment with, you know, their culture to not have any stores open on Sunday so everybody can have family time and go to church. You know, what other business does that? So they've set themselves apart from, you know, treat others as you want to be treated type of standard. So, you know, Stormy spent a lot of time on that. And then the next thing was marketing and branding yourself. You know, how do people view you? You know, when they come to your page or when they see you, you know, are you the, you know, chronic complainer? Are you the one, you know, always talking about something and never showing any action? You know, or are you that happy-go-lucky person that, you know, everybody wants to be around and, you know, they want to get that feel good? I have people that come to my page every day, and if I don't post my morning motivational Bible lesson, they're in my inbox. Are you okay? Are you sick today? It's like, really, people? I had no idea the impact. But that may be all of the motivation that person may get in that day. You don't know what you're doing to impact somebody, and things that you may be going through. You don't have to tell all your business. but you can just be encouraging to somebody because you never know what someone else is going through. And that's how people become, they feel like they relate to you, and then they'll just buy whatever it is that you have. They'll just want to do whatever you do. It warmed my heart today. Oh my gosh. I have a customer who struggles with her weight, has for years. But she bought a lot of products. She bought like 10 packs of tea during the Christmas. She got the Resolution drops, the NRG, and NutriBurst. Been doing really good. And she watches me like a hawk. And I need to own stock in that Power air fryer at this point. But she went out and bought one because she saw that I bought one. And she prepared a meal and posted the meal, her first meal. And she made the exact same meal that she saw me make. Salmon, sweet potatoes, and green beans. So you never know how you're impacting someone. They need to see you working out. They need to see you drinking water. Stop laughing. A workout can be a walk.
I remember that meal.
Hey, yeah, see? So, it's just amazing how it is impacting people. So you got to sit down and figure out, how are you going to market yourself? How are you going to brand you, So everybody now equates me to, the Facebook Lives and the Power air fryer, and the one that's so cheery first thing in the morning. So, hey, they want to wake up, then they'll come to my page and watch whatever it is that I have going on first thing in the morning. And then they buy from me. They just buy. And so different things like that were shared. Like I said, I'm going to document everything. It's, lots of different things from body language to, just doing common sense type things to be relatable to people when we come across them. But just amazing. The energy in the room was over the top. I have never in my life seen people that absolutely adore a leader the way they do Louis Ventura. I mean, it was just amazing to watch how they responded to him. And it's because he takes care of his people. He's such a kind, gentle soul. And you just feel happy when you get around him. They have all those bright colors on. Everybody's smiling and cheering. And it was just amazing. And whatever he tells them to do, they edify him in the most positive way and respect whatever it is that he says. There was someone who traveled really far, and he was like, oh my God, what are you doing here? He wasn't expecting the guy to be there. He said, because you're my leader and you said I needed to be here. That's it. He didn't say another word. He got on a plane and he was there. No, I don't know, and let me see if I can get my money together. He said nothing. He just did exactly what his leader told him to do. And that's what they were talking about. Jared Wilkins, oh my God, Bishop McCarter, everybody was so very focused on edification. So one thing that Jared Wilkins put out was seek wise counsel. A lot of times there's so many YouTube videos. There's so many posts from various people doing various things, but with a hint of flavor of whatever, across the board that may be the norm across the board. But be very wise when it comes to which videos you're going to watch, because everybody's technique is not necessarily the same. I really do love Dexter and Tanya Scott, Greg and Lanika, Candice Burr Davis, Jason L. Scott. But there are some others that are out there doing some things a little differently that may make it a little bit confusing. Like Philip Birchfield has a different approach. It works for his team, but he works with an Amish community. So that is part of what you know, the background and some of the people that he's working with, and it's working, truly is working for him, and they're, you know, really turning some folks out. I don't necessarily agree with all of the methods, but it's working for his team. So you can't knock it if it's working for his team. But I don't want anybody to run off and be watching things that, you know, may get you confused. So, you know, if anything isn't sounding right, you know, let's talk about it and not let it get stuck and, you know, you're off on a different path. Also, you know, I mentioned edification. That's huge. And it's not just, you know, for your upline, it's between one another. And even upline to those that are, you know, on the team. Everybody must edify the next so that it shows that level of respect all the way through the organization. So absolutely amazing information was shared, and to see those that got the awards, and all of us that received the achievement award, and that is just for being leaders within our organization, and making sure that we are following what the rules are, and they tell us 120 and forget it. So everybody for the last 90 days that had a 120 auto ship and your organization had activity, you got an achievement award. So it was a good thing to see, but that whole room everybody should have had one of those achievement awards given to them, every single soul. People that I would have thought would have gotten one were sitting in the audience without it. So don't always think that people that you see doing this and that they got it going on like they say, because that may not be the case. So there's some people kind of faking the funk. So I was really shocked. I was very shocked at looking around the room. So anyway, listening to those that have been able to expand beyond the United States and how they did it, the biggest way, sowing a seed. Jeff and Jamila Simpson gave 500 packs of tea away to, 500 packs of tea, just gave it away. But this guy sold all of them in a week and came back and said, hey, I need another 500. And of course, Jeff is like kicking himself at that point, like, dang, I shouldn't have given him 500. You know, I would have maybe given him 200, and he would have had to get the other 3. You know, so he could make more money off of it. But I mean, this gentleman really just knocked it out of the park. But there are other countries that are now, you know, on the map, like Denmark and Newark, and just places that you wouldn't even think. I heard Australia come up, just all over. So if you get a connection, work it. Hold on to that person, because that may be your next foot in the door, in being able to go to different parts of the country. I so plan to get out and tell all of New York about total life changes, but it rained sideways the entire time. I was like, why? And then when it's time to come home, oh, yesterday it's bright sunshine, you know, so to be tired. I was like, okay, great. You know what? Frizzy hair and all, and I didn't take a coat. And why is it not even 40 degrees? It shouldn't be when you come from Charlotte and it's 75 degrees. Yeah, so it wasn't the best weather-wise, but lots of great information shared. So I'm going to stop there, because, I mean, I'm just flipping. It was so good. Hopefully everybody got a chance to see Jared Wilkins. He always keeps it real. Pastor McCarter, Bishop McCarter, same thing. And then they did share at the end how to receive your CEO jacket. The jacket itself is $90, and there's some specific rules that they've laid out as to how you can earn the stars. You can earn up to 5 stars, and there's, pretty much is helping you to stay focused on what you do as you rank up in Total Life Changes. But pretty cool process. So I'll find that and include that as well. But really great information that I will pull all together. Make sure that you're looking at the G1 training diagram and pulling any information that would help you in your business. And that's pretty much it. But absolutely amazing trip to be able to see a different variety of people, to be in that atmosphere. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go, and that's what events usually do. I don't think that my motivation is any bigger, but just to see that we can do this as G4G and put ourselves on the map and line that whole front part of the room. Just looking at all of those that were from the Dominican Republic and Mexico, and I mean, they were about to take over the room. So it's like, how did that happen? We got everybody right here in the United States that still needs help, that don't even know, never heard of Total Life Changes. So we just got to do more to get the word out. And I would like to see more activity during the week. Wanda, I know I mentioned to you the every other week event is great, but they need to see Wanda hanging out in her living room with 10, 12, 15 people, and that she's sharing with on a regular basis. Kyra, same thing. Utoka's a new person. I can't think of her name right now. But yeah, everybody, so I don't care if it's just a drop-in. I know Utoka did a drop-in one time. Just to have people stop by between, 2 and 4. If you want to sample, get some information. Thank you so much for stopping by. It doesn't have to be for a long period of time, but just to be able to put that activity out there and in the atmosphere, not something that happens once every couple of weeks. That's not going to do it. So we just got to get more activity out, and that can be events too. You can go to an event, or show yourself with 2 or 3 people hanging out at Panera Bread. Hey, we just met and we got these 3 people, 4 people around the table at Panera Bread, and we talked about it just like that. So different things just to keep the momentum going and have people see that activity. They want to feel like they belong. They want to feel like they're going to have fun when they become a part of something. So that's what we need to put in the atmosphere for everybody. All right, so we got about 6 minutes left. I've already talked about, making sure you keep an eye on your back office. Make sure that you're attending all of the trainings that are going on. Storming Wellington, Wake Up and Wins are great. I think today Reggie and Larissa Barclay started a Dive and Drive session where they're talking about Total Life Changes. So different things, whatever works with your work schedule. I'll be honest, I can't make every single thing, just depends on what I have going on. But the replays are there, and I'll schedule in the replays throughout the day and go back and listen to different things. If Candace Burt Davis does a Facebook Live, I'll go and I'll find it and I'll save that video. And then it makes it convenient for me just to go to my save folder, and there it is, and I watch it when it's convenient for me. So just little tidbit things, and everywhere you go, make a new friend. Just like, walking through the airport, standing around, what is Total Life Changes? Bam, have information on hand and just share. That's it. So make friends, look friendly. You gotta look friendly. I know we get tired. It might be at the end of the work day, but still put the plastic smile on. Or if you see somebody that looks tired, girl, I'm tired too. Yes, Lord, what a day. Well, I'm going to take this NRG and it's going to boost me right up so I can go home and get my laundry done and clean up my house. And really, what is that? And you're in. So it's real simple just to strike up a conversation with people. especially when they look sad or they look tired, or they may be a little overweight. You can just walk up to them, and if you have a Blitz card, like Wanda, your before and after is amazing. I showed your picture 1,000,000 times this weekend. They're like, wow, oh my God, that can't be true. What does she use? She used her life changes. What you need? Let's talk about you. What are some of your health issues, things that you would like to change about you? So I'm like, well, so, and I talked to the people in my hotel, and, they think I'm nuts. I'm sure it's like, she need to hurry up and get back to the South. Some of my requests were not in alignment with being a New Yorker. Look at me like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So I just asked for a ride for 2 blocks. They were like,
it's that sweet little Southern accent you got.
They were like, no, you can walk. Walk? How far is that? Isn't that dangerous?
Somebody might mug me.
Oh, God. After the CEO training on Friday night, I mean, it was raining sideways and it was dark. I'm like, no, Jesus, I'm going to need you to show up for me. And he did just that. I went down and harassed them in the Sheraton Hotel. I didn't stay there because it's almost $500 a night. So, yeah, not happening. I'm going down the street where it's a whole lot more reasonable. But little Italian man comes up, and I was just standing there looking pitiful. He said, "Are you the one looking for a car?" Yes, I am. That's a lobby full of people. Just me asking to go 2 blocks. And so he says, "Oh, just come on. I'll take you." And so he goes out. I'm the only person that gets on that big shuttle bus. All these people standing around waiting on transportation, and they looking at me like, who is she? Why she get to get on the bus? I was like, God's favor, baby, God's favor. I rode that bus. I was like, yes, all by myself.
You just sat all the way in the back like Miss Daisy.
That's what I should have done. But it was a good trip, and I was able to bless a young lady. Somehow she got her wires crossed with Val Dansler, and she was going back on Saturday night, so she didn't make arrangements to have somewhere to stay. So I'm just listening to this the whole time, and she's frantically on her phone, trying to find somewhere. And I was like, hey, I got another bed in my room. She was gonna fly out early on Sunday, so she paid me. She wouldn't have it any other way, and so she was able to stay. She's like, oh my God, this is so nice. But it made me feel good to be able to help somebody else. So don't forget, along the way, you have to be a blessing to others so that it comes back to you. So that is it. Any other nuggets or anything that anybody wants to share that might be helpful for the rest of the team before we wrap up?
Just remain consistent.
Yes, Lord. Consistency is key.
When you exactly feel like you are tired and you just don't feel like talking to anybody else because you already assume what their response is going to be, that's things will change for you. Will turn around. I do have a brief testimony. I had a coworker who came in literally walking into the courthouse with one eye open and one eye closed. And she had refused to listen to me about NRG. And I was like, hey, you're looking a little tight. Let me tell you about the NRG again. And she took one. And I said, now listen to me good. Don't take the second one unless you need it. And don't take it after 3. Old girl took it around 5.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Wow.
So I had to give her another sample when she got in the next day. Because she ain't getting no sleep.
I I wouldn't have given her no more samples. I'd be like,
No,
this bottle cost this right here.
She's getting ready to buy. She's getting ready to buy a bottle, though.
Okay, well that worked out.
I'm gonna need you to pay. I'm gonna need you to remind me when I said don't take it after 3.
That's right. Pay attention.
I won't play with you when I said don't take it after 3. It wasn't a suggestion. It was an instruction.
Yes. One thing that I did hear, some people say that they're advising people to take 2 of the instants, and I'm like, I'm not doing that, and that's not what the instructions say. Utoka and I both read. We know what the instructions say on the back. One pack works for me. Not unless you're looking to be sandblasted. I don't see a need, but there are a lot of people selling it like you're supposed to drink 2 of those per day. I don't get that. So, but you do whatever, but that kind of eats into your profit. You know, if your 2 packs is what you're saying is the dosage for the day. So keep that in mind. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question, Ms. Beverly, real quick. Sorry. You know, the buy one, get one, when it came out, they said it's through your back office only for current IBOs. When did they change that it is for new CEOs? Or when did they change it to, like, you can order from your back office?
So you mean like people can't sign up with the BOGO? Well, I'm missing the question.
You can sign up with the BOGO.
Right, you cannot.
You can enroll somebody, but at first when they first announced it at the event, they said it was only for current IBOs through your back office.
Right.
Did they tell you guys something different?
No. That's
okay.
That's exactly what we heard at the event.
So maybe they changed it after they posted it.
Yeah. So
okay.
I think your suggestion, it was good, you know, for, you know, somebody that, you know, get them signed in with 4 packs of tea and then allow them to get signed up. You miss out on Fast Start, but it's a good way for them to get in and get signed up with 4 packs of tea in their business kit, and then go immediately into their back office and order the BOGO. But that
no, you can sign up with the 10 packs of tea. I was talking to Tasha on my way back to Charlotte last night, and she looked, and you can join the business with the BOGO.
Yes.
You don't have to do it like Candace Bird Davis was saying.
So they did change that because that was not what they said at the event.
Okay.
Yeah, they did not say that. That was not.
And then there were 2 times. One was through today, 12 a.m., which would have been last night, and then it was kind of confusing as to when it was going to be over.
Oh my God, they messed that up, and I'm gonna tell you, even the presentation, the wording and links to, like, when you feel like you've qualified to be a CEO and earn your jacket, they had the email that you're supposed to send that you're qualified. They had that wrong in the presentation. In the presentation too, if there was no BOGO on the slim kit, it just had it up there. You know, and I was like, but then John Licari said that it was BOGO, but it didn't say BOGO on the screen. So I was like, do y'all even know what y'all giving us? I mean, seriously. So it was very challenging. And again, you know, there's some stuff too in the back office that's still not right. You know, the way that things, you know, me being IT, I see a whole lot wrong that should have been tested, and they didn't test it good enough. But hopefully they'll work out all the kinks, and thanks for sharing that. And we'll, you know, we have about 4 hours, a little under 4 hours before the BOGO is done. Yes, Miss Wanda.
So, but CEO is not a new rank, right?
No, it's just
okay.
the jackets. You just get the to walk around in one of their nice little.
Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't a separate rank. Okay.
No, it's just a new process so that you can earn that jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, like I said, everybody can get an achievement award as long as you have activity going with your team, and you have a 120 auto ship on. You'll be eligible, and I know they'll do that again. You're going to do it again, I'm sure, in Philly, and then our last event, which is the regional event in Atlanta. So I hope everybody has gone ahead and gotten your ticket. I don't want that to be the reason why you can't come. The accommodations, the price almost doubles after June the 18th, I believe. Yeah, after, I think it said June the 18th on the website. So they have a special room rate. You don't have to pay now, but at least make a reservation, and if you need to cancel it, you're able to cancel. But you want to at least get it locked in, and so that you can be assured that you have accommodations for a reasonable price.
And this is in Atlanta.
Yeah, and it's going to be the hotel is the Renaissance Hotel, and that's attached to the Cobb Center, so we don't ever have to go outside.
Yes.
So, yeah, so that's why go ahead and get a room, just lock it in. Make a reservation, and we can figure out the roommate situation, and who's gonna pay half and all of that stuff, as we get closer to the event. But don't just sit back and not buy your ticket and not make your hotel reservation, and then you are a country mile away, and you got to have now a car. You got to pay, or either pay for transportation. That's an additional fee. So you don't want to do that. Let's just be smart, and we'll make a way. And making sure that we get roommates so that it makes the price even better for us. Okay. All right. So we are going to close out with the affirmations. I will go ahead and do it since I didn't ask anybody to be
I can do it.
Oh, perfect. Yay.
I can do it.
Wonderful. Go right ahead.
I will hear. Okay. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned. It's my season. It's my turn. I am humble. I am wealthy. I am strong. I am a champion.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Love the affirmation. Love them. All right, everybody. Thank you all so very much for joining tonight, and I appreciate you all. Let me get a picture of everybody before we end. Come back over here. Stop sharing. All right. Everybody beautiful? Oh, and all the little telephones. Kirsten, I can't see you. Kirsten, are you asleep? Okay.
Kirsten is a new Wanda.
We saw you. Wanda went to sleep on us last time, guys. All right.
That's so nice.
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Cheese.
Got it. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Good night.
Good night.